country are a contagion. This was written by American Colonization Society from 1815 to 1830. Also, pregnancy, when not wanted, is a disease. In fact, a venereal disease. This was written by pro-abortion bioethicist Joseph Fletcher in 1979. These claims were wed together by the eugenicist and Planned Parenthood founder Margaret Sanger, who infamously remarked, "We don't want the world to know that we want to exterminate the Negro population." And part of the reasons why Margaret Sanger believed in eugenics is that she wanted to make sure that the black race did not breed out of control, and she wanted to make sure that that this didn't happen. That's why she was one of the founders of Planned Parenthood. And the great percentage of abortions that are committed today are committed against black babies and black children, or African American children, or African American babies, whatever you will. And again, I want to be sensitive to those of that community who were brought to our country illegally and immorally, and were treated such as chattel, as property, were raped, and were used as basically concubines to the masters, and for those who would have them mate with, so that they could build stronger and stronger slaves and have them more valuable. So we see this going on to this day, where people to this day believe that there are some of the Aryan races, the Ku Klux Klan, and some of these groups that have, thank God, have almost come to death and almost ended, but are saying even to this day that the black people are not really human. They're not really men. They are being labeled incorrectly as such. But God says that they are His children, and that I am His child, and you listening today are all His children also. And I hope you take that to heart and understand that we are all children of the one true God, and I love to see Him as He works in our hearts and in our minds day to day. I'm doing a survey a survey on who we are in Christ on my show Everyday Christianity, and I'm going through that, and it just is amazing what we are in Christ if we are believers in Him. So I trust that you would be a believer in Jesus Christ, and that you would be pro-life and anti-abortion, and that you would believe that the Negro race and the African American race are, and the slaves were, human beings just like everyone else, and they are children of the Most High God. They will rule and reign with Him in heaven, and that they will be a part of His kingdom forever. Well, if you'd like to contact the show, you can get a hold of me, Greg Malone, at Human Rights and Justice for All at gmail.com. That's Human Rights and Justice for All at gmail.com. Or you can go to my website, humanrightsandjusticeforall.com. I also have another website I put up that's called malonegreg.com. You can also get me on that location. You can also call me on my phone at 315-744-0007. And I would be glad to take any calls. Just leave a message or send me a text on that line. That's fine to do that. You can also reach me on Skype at Rights Justice. You can reach me on so many different areas. It's just amazing how many of these social media groups there are out there, and I'm part of many of them. So I'd like to thank you for listening today. Remember, the power of life and death is in the tongue. Choose life.